So children, in this video we have come on day 10. Day 10 is dealing with geometry once again. The area is geometry. Unit is angle and pair of angles, and subunit is interior and exterior of angle. So concept corner is given. We have to observe the figure and we have to identify the figure with blue lines. So how many sides you can see in each and every figure? You can see two sides. And how many vertices? One vertex you can see here. One side, two side, and this is one vertex. One side, two side, this is one vertex. One side, two side, this is one vertex. One side, two side, this is one vertex. In this way two sides are there, two sides and one vertex. So the angle with two sides or two rays and one vertex is called, such type of figure is known as angle. So then what is the name of figure having blue lines? That means what is the name of this figure? So if you write the names of here points A, B and C, then this will be the angle ABC. In this way you have to write the names of figure over here. Then you can see the adjoining figure and you can write the name of adjoining figure, that is the name of angle P Q R. Sides are side PQ and side QR. Vertex is single vertex. In every angle there is single vertex, so point Q is the single vertex. And names of points on the side, which points are there? Point P, point R and point Q is also on the side. So P, Q and R, these are the points on the sides. In this way you can write these answers. So you have to keep on reading this concept corner and just make yourself understand. Now here we have given one figure in practice corner and we have to write the names of points which are in the interior part of the diagram, that is in the interior part of the angle, exterior part of the angle and on the side of the angle. So if you observe it carefully, you can see that all these points are in the interior of the angle. All the points which are outside are the exterior, and on this sides few points are there, so we have to write their names. So let us write in our notebook. So children, this is my activity sheet number 10. Area is geometry, unit is angle and pairs of angles, subunit is interior and exterior of angle. We have to write practice corner. Write the question, observe the following figure and write the name of point on the interior, exterior part of angle ABC and points on the side of angle ABC. So you can observe this angle ABC and points which are inside these two sides. These are the two sides, side AB and side BC, these two sides. Inside these two sides are points in the interior. Outside these two sides, outside, are known as exterior, and on these sides are known as points in the interior. So let us write the names of points here. Point in the interior are point R, point U, point Q and point W. So I will be writing here point R, point U, point Q, point W. Okay. Now we have to write the names of point in the exterior part. So we can see point N is there in the exterior, X is there in the exterior, and V is there in the exterior. So point N, point X and point V. Now we have to write the points on side. Let us see this side. Which points we can see? A, YB. And on this side also B is there. B is the vertex, so vertex is always on both the sides. So we have to write one time only. AYB GC. So point A, point Y, point B, point G and point C. In this way you can write these answers. Now let us go on day 11. On day 11 also we are going to revise our concept of angle and pairs of angles. So area is geometry, unit is angle and pair of angles, and subunit is pair of angles. Here in concept corner you can see adjacent angles. What we can see in this adjacent angle? Two angles we can see, angle LMO and angle OMN. These two angles we can see. They are having one common arm or common side. MO is the common side of both these angles. MO is the side of angle LMO also, and it is side of angle OMN also. So this is common side, but their interiors are separate. Interior part, this is the interior part of this angle, angle LMO, and this is the interior part of this angle, angle OMN. So they are having separate interior parts. Interior parts are not common. They are having common arm, but interior parts are separate, and they are having common vertex point M. M is the common vertex, as you all can see. So common vertex, common arm, but separate interior are these properties of adjacent angles. So they are having one common side MO, one common arm one common side MO, one common vertex point M, and they are having separate interior parts or separate interiors. So from this 3 points you have to solve this practice corner. So let us solve this practice corner in our notebook. We have given these diagrams. We have to observe the figure and tick mark below the figure which are adjacent angles and cross mark which are not adjacent, and below that we have to write their reasons. So let us do it first, and one more practice corner is there, so that we will solve later on. So this is my activity sheet number 11. As you all can see, here I have written the area, geometry, unit, angle and pair of angles, subunit is pair of angles. You have to observe the figure. Just now I have shown you. Now these two angles are shown here. This is angle A, this upper angle A, and this full angle is angle B. See children, angle A is this upper smaller angle and full angle is angle B. Though they are having one common arm, they are having one common vertex, but their interiors are not separate. This interior is interior of angle A, and this full angle is angle B. So angle B is also sharing the same interior. Half interior part of angle B is the part of angle A also. So they are not adjacent angles. So we have to make cross mark. What reason we will be writing for this? No separate interiors. Now let us see here. Angle X is this angle. If you all can observe, this angle is angle X. Okay, and this is angle Y. Are they adjacent angles? No, they are not adjacent angles. Though their vertex is common, though their interiors are separate, but they do not share one common arm. Common arm or common side is not there. So again, they are not They are not adjacent angles. Reason is no common side. They do not have common side. Now let us see these two angles. Angle M. This is angle M. Okay. And this is angle N. These are two separate angles. They are having two separate interiors. They are having one common vertex. They are having one common side also. That means they are adjacent angles. So we have to make tick mark. They are adjacent angles. So that's why we have to make the tick mark. And we will be writing the reason why we have made the tick mark. Because they have common side. They have common vertex. And they have separate interiors, and that's why they are adjacent angles. Very nice activity this is actually. Now angle P and angle Q, these are the interior of angle P and this is the interior of angle Q. So we can see that they are having separate interiors. They are having one common arm. This is the common arm, but their vertices are not same. Their vertices are not common. This is the vertex of angle Q and this is the vertex of angle P. That means they are not adjacent angles. Why they are not adjacent angles? Because they do not share the common vertex. So no common vertex is the answer for this fourth activity. Okay. Now let us go on our PDF again. So as you all can see here, again one concept corner is given about complementary angle, supplementary angle and angles in linear pair. What you have to remember? You have to remember that sum of two angles is 90, then they are known as complementary angles. If sum of two angles is 180 degree, then they are known as supplementary angles. And the angles having common side and uncommon side both, but if they are in the straight line, they are known as angles in linear pair and their total is also 180 degree. So these are the angles in linear pair. One line they are and one common arm. Both the angles are in the same line and they are having common arm, and that's why the angles in linear pair. So these are the angles which are in linear pair and their total is 180 degree. These angles are supplementary because their total is 180 degree, 120 plus 60. They are sharing one common arm. They are having same line. So they are angles in linear pair. So sometimes the angles in linear pair are also given and two separate angles can be also supplementary because their total is 180 degree. You can see here 115 and 65 degree is 180 degree. So these are the supplementary angles. And in complementary angles their total is 90 degree. You can see in 90 degree angle one common arm is there and they make total 90 degree, and that's why they are complementary angle. And here 50 degree plus 40 degree, again they are complementary angle. So angles having total 90 degrees complementary, angles having total 180 degrees supplementary. So based on this concept you have to solve these three activities given here in practice corner. This is first activity, first, second and third. So let us solve these three activities in our notebook. So we have to continue activity sheet number 11. We have solved this sum before. Now let us go on this next sums from practice corner. What is the measurement of complementary angle whose measure is 20? We don't know the measure of complementary angle of 20 degree. So we have to take it as x. So let the measure of complementary angle is x. So x and 20 are making complementary angle. That means their total is 90 degree. So 20 plus x is 90 degree. Their total is 90 degree. Now we have to transfer this 20 from left hand side to right hand side. That means what we have to subtract this 20 from both the sides. This 20 should be subtracted from both the sides. 20 we have subtracted from left hand side. So we have to subtract 20 from right hand side also. 90 minus 20. Here plus 20 minus 20 gone. Only x remaining. but here 90 minus 20 is 70. So measure of complementary angle of 20 degree is 70 degree. 70 plus 20 is 90 degree. So what is the question? What is the measure of complementary angle whose measure is 20 degree? So measure of complementary angle whose measure is 20 degree is 70 degree. 20 plus 70 is 90. Now same way we have to solve this sum. What is the measure of supplementary angle whose measure is 80 degree? Again we don't know what is the measure of angle supplementary angle of 80 degree. So we have to take the measure of supplementary angle as x. So x and 80 degree are supplementary angle. That means their total is 180 degree. Supplementary angle total is always 180 degree. So 80 degree and x degree angles are supplementary, and that's why their total is 180 degree, and that's why we have to write here 80 plus x is equal to 180. Now this 80 we have to transfer from left hand side to right hand side. That means what? We have to subtract this 80 from both the sides. So 80 plus x minus 80 and 180 minus 80. So this plus 80 minus 80 cancel, and 180 minus 80 is 100. So here only x is remaining equal to 180 minus 80 is 100. So 100 degree is the supplementary angle of 80 degree. 100 plus 80 is 180. In this way we have to solve this sum. Now let us go on this last sum. We have given angles in linear pair. We all know angles in linear pair is also supplementary. Why they are linear pair? Because they are in the same line. They share one common side. Measure of these two angles are given 3x minus 20 degree and x degree. As they are linear pair angles, their total is 180 degree. So x and 3x minus 20 are linear pair angles, and that's why their total x plus 3x minus 20 is equal to 180 degree. Now x plus 3x, x means 1x, always single x means 1x. So 1x plus 3x is 4x. And this minus 20 we have to transfer on the right hand side. So it becomes plus 20 on both the sides. Here we have to write plus 20, not minus 20. We have to add 20 on both the sides. So 4x minus 20 plus 20 and 180 plus 20. What is 180 plus 20? It should be 200. So here it is. Now we have to transfer this 4x on the 4 on the right hand side. So it will be 4x divided by 4 and 200 divided by 4. Okay, 200 is there. So 200 divided by 4. Make the correction here. Here it should be 200. 200 divided by 4. What will be the answer? Answer should be 200 divided by 4. Answer is 50. Correct? So in this way you have to write the answers in this activity sheet. You can take the screenshot of this activity sheet. Now let us go on day 12. It is again dealing with area geometry. Unit is angle and pair of angles, and subunit is property of exterior angles. Here in first diagram we can see vertically opposite angles. This is the concept of vertically opposite angles which you all have to clear. So vertically opposite angles are congruent with each other. Mostly we all know they are in the shape of X. So this X shape angles are vertically opposite angles. We can see here angle ABC and angle EBD are vertically opposite angles. They are shown by red color, 1 and 2. These are vertically opposite angles and they are congruent with each other. So angle ABC and angle EBD are vertically opposite angles and they are equal, or they are congruent with each other. Similarly, we can see these two angles, angle ABE and angle CBD. These two angles shown by green color letter 3 and 4. These two angles are known as vertically opposite angles, though they can be seen as horizontal, but they are also known as vertically opposite angles and their measure are equal. They are congruent with each other. Now next concept is of exterior angle of triangle. So exterior angle is, measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of the remote interior angles of the triangle. So this is the exterior angle. As you all can see, angle ACD is the exterior. Exterior means outside of the triangle. So this ACD angle, measure of angle ACD will be equal to measure of remote interior angle, that means angle A plus angle B, angle A plus angle B. Similarly, if you see this angle BAP, this is also exterior angle. BAP is also exterior angle. So angle BAP is also exterior. It will be equal to the measure of its remote interior angle. Let me rub this out first. This is BAP. So angle BAP will be equal to, which will be the remote interior angle. Angle B and angle C will be remote. They will not be close. So angle B plus angle C. In this way you have to use exterior angle property of triangle to solve these sums from practice corner. When we will solve these sums, you will get better idea and your concept will be cleared. So these two questions are there in the practice corner. Let us solve these questions in our notebook. Before that, you have to remember these three sentences given here. Angles made by those rays whose opposite ray form vertically opposite angle. When two lines intersect each other, then opposite angles formed having measurement are equal. So vertically opposite angles are having equal measurements. Then measures of exterior angle is equal to sum of the remote interior angle of the triangle. These three statements you all will have to remember always to solve the sums. So let us solve the sums. So as you all can see, activity sheet number 12 in my notebook. I have written activity sheet number 12. Area is geometry, unit is angle and pair of angles, subunit is property of exterior angle of triangle. So in practice corner, we have to solve this question number 1. From the adjoining figure, find the values of x, y and z. So let us first see x. Here we can see vertically opposite angles are formed, but we know only the measure of this angle, which is 40 degree. So if you observe this 40 degree and x degree angle, they are in the same line. They are separated by one common arm. They are in the same line. They are separated by one common arm. That means these two angles are angles in a linear pair. And we all know linear pair angles are supplementary. So we will be writing here solution. 40 degree angle plus x degree angle is equal to 180 degree. We write the reason here, linear pair angles. Okay, now I will not write the degree. I write 40 plus x is equal to 180. Now this 40 we have to transfer. That means here it is plus 40. We have to do subtract 40 from both the sides. 180 minus 40. Here plus 40 minus 40 cancel, only x is remaining, and 180 minus 40 is 140. So in this way we have got 140 degree here. So x value is 140. Now 40 and y are vertically opposite angles, and that's why they are congruent. Y is equal to 40 degree because they are vertically opposite angles. And x and z are again vertically opposite angles, and that's why they are congruent. X value just now we have got 140 degree. That's why z is also 140 degree. Z is equal to 140 degree because again it is vertically opposite angles. In this way we have got the values of x, y and z. So x value is equal to 140, y value is equal to 40, and z value is equal to again 140. So in this way we have got values of x, y, z. Now let us see second figure. From the adjoining figure, find the value of x. X is exterior angle of triangle, and we all know measure of exterior angle is equal to the sum of measure of two remote interior angles. So we write here angle with measure x degree is exterior angle of triangle. So this means what? This x degree is equal to addition of these two remote interior angles, 60 degree plus 40 degree, and therefore x degree is equal to 60 plus 40 is 100 degree, and therefore value of x is equal to 100. So in this way you can solve these sums from practice corner, and we have completed activity sheet number 12 also. In this video we have done activity sheet number 10, 11 and 12. Thank you for watching the video. Next sheets we will do in the next video.